This is also an article from Engadget that Samsung is increasing the time that they are going to support Android releases and Android updates for their flagship phones. So for the Galaxy S22, which basically just was revealed this week, the S21 and the Tab S8 and other recent models, like it's stated here, Samsung is going to offer 4 years of support in regards to software updates. And that is a major step up. And this situation for Android has gotten better throughout the last few years. And that's actually the reason why I am discussing this topic here, because this is something important in the current day and age that we have to discuss. Since long-term software compatibility makes your devices usable and relevant longer, and especially now, I don't remember who discussed that recently. It was another YouTuber who discussed that. I don't remember who that was, but basically, since the iPhone generation from 2017, so the iPhone 10, iPhone 8, and I think it was also parallel the S8, which was the current generation. Basically, every flagship phone that has been released since then is fine to use as a daily driver until today. And this is now 4.5, almost 5 years of lifetime for these devices, and getting the newest features is really making them and keeping them relevant and keeping those phones out of the landfills. Tying this back into the topic of right to repair, replacing the battery in an older phone like this should be as easy as possible, so that you can prolong the life of the device and keep it out of a landfill and just recycle the battery and keep it in use longer. Apple actually has done a good job with that software support to keep iPhones going. I don't think that I ever used a iPhone till it was no longer usable for me. I always ended up selling it when I moved up to the next generation, and for a long time that was not the case for Android, because a few years ago, even the flagship phones, they got 1 or 2 years at best in software support. And if you wanted to use the newest features, the newest emojis or whatsoever, what's currently hip on the smartphone market, you were out of luck. And now, I think since 2 or 3 years, manufacturers have started to raise that bar to 2 years and then to 3 years, and now Samsung is coming around to go to 4 years, and this is a good step. And it's not yet on the level like Apple does it with I think the oldest supported iPhone is still the 6S, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. It's either the 6S or the iPhone 7. But the iPhone 7 is still from 2016. It's a 6-year-old phone. So even if you bought that phone, you're still fine. And even if you're running one iOS version older, I think my parents, they're on a iPhone 6, and you're right, my father is on an iPhone 7, I think. They don't have any issues. They are still doing everything in the ecosystem just fine, and that is amazing, to keep those devices around for such a long time. And having software support that long should not be an outlier. That should be the norm. It's hard, of course, because you have to support more devices, but for our planet, it will be a better thing, since we can use the devices longer. People will be satisfied with the devices longer. And if we can get our act together with Right to Repair, then we would have the perfect situation. But we have a way to go on that, sadly.